Freedom 35, 5, 5, 5.
Dude, start the podcast.
Wow.
Welcome, everybody. Freedom 35 versus Cardano NFT podcast, episode 100.
There it is.
Episode
like we need
101.
like noisemakers and things like that. We need more fanfare.
Oh, yeah.
Sparklers. Dun, 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 dun,
Insert
dun,
fake
dun.
sparklers.
Yeah, where we could just press that horn like 5 more times. I don't know what that sounds like right now.
No,
Oh, we're
that's
not
it.
on Zoom. We could do that. You can hear all the stuff right now.
Downside.
Sound-
Go back to Zoom.
All right, guys, let's leave. But no, welcome everybody. My name is Tommy. I go by TLWMY.
My name is CJ. I go by Lazy T.
And I am the other Tom. I go by Lavish Bear.
And tonight, the John Brames.
I didn't bring it back for one more.
Were you LeBron James? What were you originally? That's like that's a callback.
But yeah, that's definitely been one that we've used.
Oh, he could have been Squash Sweater.
'Cause
Oh.
that's from The
LeBron
Office.
James.
I've used that before.
Which one?
The John Brames.
Is it? That's from The Office? I didn't know.
Yeah, Daryl corrects Dwight with that one time. Dwight's like, you could be just like LeBron James, and he like corrects him like, it's the John Brames actually.
I did not know that. That's a good one right there. TJ, I think you were trying to go for something, but it's still just, what are you, TJ J
That's the Tom that we're talking about. An extra dot.
Okay. He just participating in here in spirit.
Yeah, you know. Stay creative as always.
You got Mr. 101 over here, but I feel like I just imagine a Pitbull. Mr. 305. Mr. 101.
Mr. Never sell the 101.
Mr. I sold a 101.
You did sell the 101.
Honestly, that was probably a great sell. Now looking back at it.
You sold a few 101s.
I don't know what
Hey,
other
technically,
101s
you
I have.
sold it, but you could have
Did you
sold it for a
sell
lot
them?
more.
Ooh, I did have a couple 101s this year. I had a Mongrels 101. I had a Joker.
You had a
Oh, shit.
gopher.
But you bought that though.
I did buy that, and I obviously had the Gopher. I minted the Gopher.
Minted the
But-
gopher and you minted the overexposed.
Do you still have the
Yeah.
the gopher?
The Goof is
Gopher?
goofed.
You still have the
He is
gopher?
gone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I mean,
the
you sold that one too. Yeah, I
The
thought
Goof
so.
is goofed. Yep. Yeah. No, we got rid of that thing. But I had to have a
Done
patient.
goofed.
I had to have a patient like 4 months to have that thing gone before I could get rid of it. And it wasn't ever like, I can't wait to get rid of this thing. It was more like, dude, I'm into the 101. I want to celebrate that 101 by selling that thing.
Of course.
But yeah, we made it, dude. Mr. 101, the mint luck. Dude, we tested that mint luck too, by the way, over on Monday night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was gonna say Monday night we had it. It was running hot for the end of the year.
Dude, I couldn't believe we ended up getting like 2, like those are probably some of the rarest Goombas I think we've seen, that I've seen since doing this. Fuck it, man. Let's dial it back over here. What we got?
Livestream recap. Let's run it.
Recap. Let's run it, man. Gurbles. Jesus, that's a good. Don't do that. Don't get me started on that. That's a great movie too, by the way. 8 Crazy Nights by Adam
Strains
Sandler.
my voice to really do it.
Yeah, it's a technical fan. I couldn't not say it.
I was never a big
In my
fan
head.
of that one, to be honest. It's Christmas time, but or I guess Hanukkah time, but I was
Yeah,
never
honest-
a fan of that one around the holidays.
I
That
never
was one if it
watched
came
that
on, I
either.
didn't put on.
I just love it because some of like I don't know, there's like some quotable stuff in there and a little thing with the guy Whitey at the end, or where they're doing like the little dance, where they're like, it's from like Grant. Remember, not Grandma's Boy. Shoot,
Chuck
what
and
was
Larry?
the- Yes, Chuck and Larry. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know exactly what I was talking about.
At the end
Where he
of
does
the
the
day,
dance
they
like,
dance at the right
hey,
age.
and he's
Oh,
Like
doing
the
like
Russian,
this dance,
like the Russian dance.
Yeah.
You need
Yeah,
it.
it's like bum, but I don't even know what the name of that. How that song goes. It's just like bum.
Do it real
bum
quick. Do
dibbity.
the dance real quick.
I don't. Man, I gotta break something in here. This background's coming down. You think this is nice little Christmas lights right here? Are here? Bah, they're just gone after I start messing with that. But back to the live stream recap. We had the Goombles. We did a live mint over there. And pulled like I said, this little crown one right here, and then pulled right after it. Literally, we're like, we're gonna do another one, and boom, pulled the Mallard Goomble right after it with a little sash and everything. Have not been able to mint anything near close to good as that. Except I did have a good one. Who am I kidding? Mr. 101 over here. But no, it was good. It was good to get a chance to kind of do that with like the subscribers. It was the last live stream of the year. I think everybody had fun that night. I know it was a fun stream. It flew by. We did like over 2 hours, 2 hours and 13
We went
minutes.
later than we
I
finished,
was
for sure.
Oh yeah, I did not think we were doing.
I was
even an
falling
hour.
asleep at the end though.
I was.
I was
usually
getting
do
a
that.
lot of help right now from that little our
Mm.
keyword covers my face, so I get little naps in when that happens.
Oh yeah, it grips. I didn't realize that. Yeah, especially when you got the little. That's funny actually. But yeah,
So
dude.
you
Yeah,
switch to the other side.
Not
But
I like being able to hide down there.
The live stream recap though it was nice because I felt like we touched a little bit. We did a little bit of DeFi. We did a little bit of like new projects like Omen and stuff. We talked about Goombulls again, some old money, some excrement, some shit going down over there. It was just a fun. I felt like it was a fun stream. I feel like we were, it was a good little mix between the two.
It was, and I enjoyed seeing a lot of new faces. Not that the old faces I enjoy seeing them, but it was nice to see some new people in there, especially I think because we were talking about a little bit more at length with DeFi stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We're really starting to pick up and talk about that a bit more, which I'm excited to kind of continue going forward as the bull market kind of rears up here.
Yo, we talking more DeFi over here? I love to talk some DeFi. I think DeFi is going to be a huge topic for Cardano in 2024, and I mean crypto in general as it starts to ramp up to that next bull market. Obviously, the DeFi side of things gets a lot of people excited outside of the general public's like just overall perception, like, oh, crypto's here. Like there's such a deeper layer to it the more you know about it. So I'm looking forward to it finally starting to come online here for Cardano. I think it's really going to launch off with the Axo trades really going to start to kind of bring some limelight to Cardano DeFi here in January. So, and that's one of those ones we're looking at as well.
100%.
But yeah,
the one you're looking forward to the most.
Yeah, Tom. Tom, great transition.
Yeah, Tom, good job, buddy.
Amazing transition there. Actually, the way we kind of wanted to. All right, Tom doesn't know what's going on right now, but we're here for it. No, but no,
yeah,
man,
definitely.
I think what we're trying to do.
It's
episode 100. We're here.
Interrupting you right in the middle.
Tom just has a white headband on right now.
Yeah, right. I don't know what goes on.
I think like.
So yeah, what those heads called?
Those Russian
hats.
Yeah,
like those. Yeah, for sure.
That's what it reminded me of. Without the red,
a little bit off. I don't have like the front lighting. I'm using our Zoom window right now for my lighting, so I don't get my my whole hat.
Yeah. You know what the crazy part is that finally I did get the hat. Shout out to TJ for sending that link. I went ahead and Amazon that. I got it one day. It came back, and which is good because this is the third Christmas stream or like podcast that we're doing, which is actually wild to think about. I have not had one for the last 2 years, so we're rocking it in spirit. And even our lights have gotten updated each and every year. I don't think Tom, you added a little bit more to it. I think this year it's a little different.
I made this literally 4 minutes before the live stream on Monday. From scratch. This was all new.
I like it. I like the president of the rocket. I said that the other day.
No, I just was like, you and me got on, Tommy. I was like, I think we got 10 minutes, and I was like, fuck, you were finding Christmas music, and I was like, I'm making it real fast.
Yeah, that's perfect. Look good, man. It's just crazy to think about too that we've been doing it this long because episode 100 that's a crazy milestone.
A lot
to think about. Bro, if you told me we were doing 100 episodes of this thing when we started it, I don't know if I would have committed.
I'm very curious. I know. I'm very curious the time we've spent doing it, like actual recorded time that we have.
It's
I know
probably a lot.
And then the unrecorded time, obviously.
It's definitely it's probably like over 15 hours.
At least minimum.
More than 15 hours. Well, that's like 15 episodes.
Did you agree with it? Tom was just messing.
At first, it's like
it's over. Well, I'm not wrong. It's over 15 hours.
It's way over.
That's true. 15 hours.
Maybe. Sure.
15. Researching and just being a part of the space in general. I spend more than 15 hours in a few days here, just scrolling through a bunch of shit. But no, man, I mean, it's such a crazy like kind of thing to look back on that we finally made it here. I don't remember what the statistic was when we talked about it way back when, like how many episodes it takes to like have like a committed like podcast if you make it past like 8 or something like that. It was way back like in the early days we talked about that, but here we are, episode 100 finally. Delayed it by a couple of weeks because we decided, it's holiday season.
Strategically planned. What do you mean? We wanted to make it the
last podcast of the year.
Episode 100. We planned it.
We also, we were for a second there. We thought the live streams were going to catch up to the actual podcast number. Yeah, they were creeping up. We hit our 84th live stream, 100 podcasts. It's I don't know where we're going from here.
The weirdest thing to that is because I always still in my head thinking like, oh, we've been doing the podcast so much longer than the live stream. Like we have like because I remember being like at like, we would have been at 20 something or whatever, or 20 podcasts. We were at like live stream episode 2 or 3. So I'm like, oh, we've been doing the podcast so much more. But now looking back, it's like, damn it, we started the live stream pretty quick and early in. A lot more earlier than I remember. I remember doing this for like a year before. I feel like we did the live stuff.
I think it was like April-ish or something.
It wasn't
like
long
that.
at all. Yeah, no, it was 20 episodes.
I think because after we did the big what was it, the content creator one, we were like, we can do this more for like on the regular with just us doing that. Then we kind of
started doing them out on Thursday night. When did we?
Thursday.
I'd be editing our thumbnail in the show.
I was figured back to back talk about topics.
Well, we figured no one would show up too. I was like, oh, I'll just be able to sit here and edit anyway. It's not like anyone's going to be in here. And then we'd have like 10 people, and it's like I can't be sitting here editing right now.
Yeah, literally, we just did the F-35 live, but I can't believe that our intro that you created that long ago still holds up to this day. We still rock that.
It's great. It's a perfect intro. It's a custom.
It's literally, I love it. I mean, we get so many like compliments, I feel like, on that too. I love the music on it. I love the little countdown. It works perfect. But our first live stream, literally April 28th of 2022.
Tom has a frontwards hat on too that night.
Wow.
Look at us. That night? On live
front hat, dude. Front hat.
Wow. Yeah, look at us.
I think I did that on purpose because you guys were both wearing your hats. I'm like, I'm gonna wear mine forward then.
We did no timestamps on the live streams or anything like that. I think at the end of it too, we got a little silly. One of these streams where we started like using like the interactive Zoom feature.
Yeah, and then the one time when we figured out you could put us in the same square, it was, actual information went out the window. It was just playing around with Zoom.
Yeah, it was just we were getting a little silly out there.
Yeah.
I know people appreciate the timestamps that you do, but I still don't think they're necessary. I still feel that way.
Bro, for nowadays, I feel like they are. Because I feel like everybody does them.
Because no one's gonna watch the full. Like a lot of people just don't watch, especially like a longer content.
You force them to do it.
If we had 19 now, I just wouldn't watch it. That's what's gonna happen.
Most
people won't even watch through if there's an unskippable commercial. They'll just be like, "No, next video. Yep. Sorry, I gave it a shot."
I'd be 100%
quick enough. All right, bye. No.
That's part of the reason why I do it, because if I don't do it, then I'm not going back to it like right after doing the live stream. Because I agree though, like if I want somebody to click on, the best chance we have is somebody going through this video is if I see a 2 hour and 13-minute video, I click on it because I'm interested in like something on that thumbnail, and then I go like, where is the thing I'm looking for? The chances of me actually scrolling to go find that without like any guide is like very slim. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I don't care about it anymore.
Well, I agree, but if you're already clicking on it, it doesn't tell you that there's timestamps on it prior to you clicking, so you already have somewhat of an interest to watch a portion of that. It's just an appreciative thing, like, oh, sweet, there's timestamps.
PJ, people want they want the ease of access, dude. Yeah, well,
it's my money.
I was thinking of Pierre. JG Wentworth. Isn't that JG Wentworth? It's my money and I want it now. God, we've just gone off on a tangent.
We're going.
I was talking about Pierre Escargot.
I said Escargot. I said
that. Dude, what are we talking about? Oh, 100 episodes. We've been through too many of these episodes to have some of these dumbass quotes that we just go in the same circle of a conversation about. If you've been listening to us since the beginning, you're probably over these jokes. Shout out to our OGs who here are. Do we even say episode? Did I say episode 101? I don't even think we said episode 101.
Oh no, you did. You said it.
Sure, you did. Yeah.
We'll start over. All right, run it back. It's been 25
All right.
minutes.
Yeah, it's been 25 minutes. Okay.
It was yeah.
All right. Done.
Over.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome. No, not welcome. We are moving forward though. But yeah, shout out to episode 100. Thank you guys. I can't ever talk. That's one thing I realized is that my brain works faster than like my mouth. It just doesn't work that way at all. Like I start thinking of stuff.
Text.
I'm like, my text sometimes I'll go back and just like, what the hell did I just say? Like I said
I say that all the time.
The edit feature on
that. The edit feature is beautiful for me.
What the hell is even that?
Yeah.
I think so much faster than I type. It's embarrassing, actually. I leave out like 4 words. I'm like, you don't even know what I'm saying in that question or that text.
Just wait. I mean, like, we're not gonna probably have to, like Your kids won't have to type out text. They'll just be able to look at the screen and like send the message like with their eyes or something.
I don't want that technology. That's too scary and intense for me. Like mind reading and shit.
Now you sound like a boomer. Now you sound like, what's wrong with this? What's wrong with just making a phone call? You want me to type an email on my phone?
Hey, what do you mean you can read my thought?
Yeah, no. It's just kind of, you gotta adapt.
I don't want that.
I don't know, but we're gonna always have some slip ups over there. You know who I miss always calling me out about that is Grimmy. Grimmy always get my ass.
Where's Grimmy been?
Grimmy's around. He's just he's hanging. He's over in the dirt community. I see him all the time over there. I feel like there's a lot of lurkers, but that's what I'm saying. There's been so many different like people
back and forth. Yeah.
I mean, when the interest picks back up, we've seen it recently with everything just kind of, a little bit of interest in Cardano. You see people kind of creep back. And we'll see new people, we'll get old viewers, and hopefully that's the whole benefit of doing what we're doing right now, is that we've retained enough of a community throughout the years that when things really do pick up again, we're in a good position, right? If not, hey man, we've been putting in the time. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and we're out of here.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, it's a good ending right there, Tom. Cut it there. It's good.
Cut it there. We're done. All right.
Nice. Cut. All right. Well, hold on. Before we go, we got a couple things.
Bonus.
Some work. A little bit.
You guys showed up for something here, right? This is where timestamps are valuable.
Why?
Because, guys, you know what we're gonna do to end the year here? It's 2023. We're going into 2024. And we've had a whole year inside this bear market of an NFT space on Cardano, of all the chains over there. Not the most exciting. Cardano.
It's been exciting. What do you mean? Cardano's been very exciting this year.
Cardano, TJ. Wide. I don't know what it sounds like. I don't have the thing on behind me. But anyway, let's do a little. We did this over on the live stream with everybody back in the day. The street was not shit. What was it called?
Streets of Rage.
That 35 Live, StreamYard. I'm thinking of all these different things. It was
Double
CNFT
Dragon
Live. What was it? What was it with all the different streamers that we held?
CNFT LV.
What? That's Las Vegas
Live, like episode 3 or something. Or 4.
It's CNFT Live.
I did think it was just CNFT Live. Yeah,
it was CNFT Live. Yeah, 100% it was. Yeah, when we did this back at the end of the show, or something similar to this, is gonna be a little different. Where we kind of just rattled off some of our favorite things throughout the year, favorite projects, maybe some things that didn't excite us, maybe some things that did, what we're looking forward to. And we figured tonight we can go ahead and we'll break down some categories, kind of do a little year-end recap, and see if maybe you guys agree. If you disagree, tell us how stupid we are in the comments. If you agree, make sure to definitely put that in the comment, how Mr. One is right on all these choices.
Bring up the board, Gordon. Bring up the board.
Oh, Gordon. Warwick Gordon. Oh man, I'm gonna miss Gordon. He's a good guy.
Rip
Can we bring Gordon back next year?
No, dude, Gordon's gone.
When the bull market hits, we're definitely hiring him back.
If when the bull market happens, we'll bring Gordon back.
Yeah,
all right, you heard it here first.
He needs to record for sure.
Yeah,
I can't believe we fired Gordon at the beginning of this year.
Earn his keep, though.
Gordon's been fired all year. I think we brought him back next year. We brought him back one episode or two. I think we
probably have viewers that've never even seen Gordon.
Isn't that crazy? They don't even know
who's Gordon.
Yeah, there was back, watch the old episodes. You can catch Gordon in the old ones.
There was a streak of episodes where we kept trying new names to fill in for Gordon because Gordon just wasn't there anymore. We had to hire new interns to get us started.
Yeah, we had Owen.
Where's it going, Owen? Are we going, Owen?
Live was a good one.
Yeah, Live Clive was good. Are you ready, Freddie? I think we did that one a few times. There's a bunch of them over there.
Don.
Are we on, John?
Yeah, someone was on.
I don't know. If you guys don't know what the hell we're talking about, go back and listen to it.
Do we?
Or don't. But anyway, all right, let's dial this back, guys. So going into 2023 or ending 2023, some of our favorite projects, maybe events, things that maybe surprised us, disappointed us, maybe the DeFi wave. What are we looking forward to next year? Those are some categories that we're going to touch into, and we can make this quick. It doesn't need to be a little rapid fire thing, maybe a little bit of detail on some or not. I think some of ours actually overlap as well from what we're seeing over here. So let's start it off over here with your favorite project of 2023. TJ, I'm going to start with you because me and Tom, TJ, where are we at? Where are we going right now?
So favorite project 2023, I always got to go with Mallet Order.
Mallet Order, dude.
Mallet Order. Favorite project or event. I didn't get to actually be a part of it.
Oh, we're gonna dive into these topics. We're not just speed racing these things.
You literally just said we'll rapid fire a little bit. We'll go details.
No, I said we don't have to rapid fire.
Yeah, we don't have to rapid fire these things. Well, TJ, you're spoiling this, dude. We got a show to fill over here. We're not just gonna go down. All right, guys, bye. TJ wants.
We got 8 minutes left.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, we do. Maybe we'll have 18 minutes left.
Trust me, it'll be hard to fill the 8 minutes. We got this.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, as far as like Mallet Order, okay, you said favorite project of 2023. Let's start there. Mallet Order. Why Mallet Order? What has Mallet Order done? You know, what are you excited about? I mean, we talked about it. You got the invitation letter, dude. So obviously you're a little biased over there.
I think I am a little biased, but that is a team that always, you know, takes their time, and they've been working hard in the space. They have the Raiders Guild that just came out. They have the merch that just came out. They showed up to NFT LV this year, and I know they have a lot of plans for the future. I'm looking forward to the transforming the Ducks, so I can't wait for that. They're just always in spaces. They're always just dialed in with the community and what's going on. Just even outside of their own project, they're just constantly involved in supporting other projects in the chain. You know, they may be being a little bit quiet right now, but you know they're working hard. They're always got stuff that they have going on. They're always, you know, like I said, reaching out and talking to other people in the space. So I like them so far for the year 2023. I think I even said I liked them last year too. They were the new project last year. There's other projects that I still do like. I just feel like as far as an all-around business or project, I still think they're my favorite.
Yeah. I mean, early on, we were drawn to the artwork, the mystery with them, and then the puzzles kind of got all of us involved with this. And from there, we became what they call 20%ers over there. I think DeFi FOMOFO on our Discord asked today what the 20%er was. And basically, it's like invitation letter holders, like holders of full relics. And one thing that I think there's something else over there, but there's the thing that really like ties into it that we haven't gotten yet. There's like the back of the letters, like you're going to use these things as part of the prophecy, which I know they've been really working on the Raiders Guild to kind of get the social engagement going, but the relics still aren't really tapped into fully yet. And I think that will tie into the Raiders Guild as well. And the other thing obviously is the artwork change, right? Like people are really looking forward to that. But I think outside of just being like some dope artwork, if people want something to do with that stuff too, which is why I think they're really trying to flesh out all their, you know, all the utility portion of what it is that they're actually doing. So I do.
And they also were a project too that they only charged us for the initial ducks. Everything else was either using the ruin or an airdrop to people. So
and
project,
outside of the comics, recently, which the comics,
yes, that's the most recent one.
Yeah, and they have nothing really to do specifically with what we're dealing with when it comes to like the Raiders. Maybe they do. I'm sure they'll tie everything together. But right now, like you can get a physical print, or not right now, you can't, but you will eventually be able to get a physical print of the comic and things like that. That was the only, like you said, the only other funding that they raised outside of the initial mint.
Yep.
And with invitation letters being airdropped to them as well. I do think they're one of those ones to kind of watch going into next year as well, because they do have a very good like base. Very tapped in with the community, and I think they're really, you know, they're very hardworking. I will say that. Yes. I got a chance to meet both of them too this year at NFT LV, and you can just tell by the type of people they are. Like they're definitely like ones that are not going to stop grinding until they get what they have accomplished. And even then, I don't think they're going to stop.
Just because we're not hearing from them or anything right now specifically, I just know they're working hard behind the scenes. I have no doubt about that at all.
Yeah,
I'm completely fine with them being a little quiet the past few weeks. That's fine.
Yep.
Cool with me. I get it.
Yep. And then, well, yeah, absolutely. I think we can all agree. I think a lot of our stuff will kind of overlap with each other too. But
that's why I want to pick a little different stuff, because I know what you guys are going to pick next too.
Yeah. Well, Tom, what are we picking over here?
I was going to say, I think we have a little bit of overlap here, but
we do.
Might have put the same thing last year too. I put old money.
You did, but you both put old money last year. That's what I'm saying. We both all picked the same project.
Was that the same one? I mean, that's really impressive just to think about it. If that same project is still one of our favorites, you know, because I mean that goes a long way with saying like they've done something right to keep our attention for the last year.
Not only that though, too, their community always shows out and supports us too. I always appreciated that from them. Obviously, dope artwork too.
Oh, 100%. Well, yeah, I mean, Tom, why Old Money? Like, I mean, Old Money is great. You know, it's a dope project, but for anybody who may not know or why, like, just you personally, like, what connects with like Old Money? Why is that like a fun project, or is it just like I like the vibe kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean, just the way they've continued to stay true to themselves, especially with the challenges and road bumps and speed bumps that team saw this year, but to continue and to kind of rebuild or adjust or make that adjustment, and still continue on with what they enjoy doing and just have fun in the space, you know, to really they just are very human. It's very real. You know, they can show the emotions, they can be real with their community, that everyone kind of understands each other. It's not this huge expectation of like pointing fingers at them of like, hey, why the fuck are my MX bills not making me so I can retire right now? It's like, no, these are all meant to have fun. They consistently release quality content, that even if I don't buy it all, it's just enjoyable to see such like high quality, you know, whatever it may be, from the actual physical prints like you just got, Tommy, to the mint experience of the MX bills. I don't think I really seen them swing and miss, in my opinion.
That's a good thing you said, Tom. Like, I agree with 100%. High quality content, like all around, whether it be the NFTs, whether it be the videos they produce, or their minting process they have. I think everything they have put out has been high quality. The physical prints Tommy got, I mean, just what he showed on stream, you could tell that they're very high quality. So that is a great way to describe them. High quality for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I think me too. And it is, we overlap each other here in the same sense that my favorite project, I think, this year was Old Money. I think I grew like a deeper appreciation for it because we've seen a lot of projects like come and go. A lot of projects you've invested in, and a lot of them are just for like the zip and flip. Where Old Money for me has been like one of the ones where it's like I kind of understand like what these NFTs are. Like, there's a community behind this, there's artwork behind this, there's real people behind the dollars and cents that you try to trade, you know, every single day just to kind of gain a little bit. And I think that I really like connected this year for me personally. Once you kind of dive into the ecosystem and get to meet some of the people behind it, and I gained, like you said, a new appreciation for the artwork, and that's what Old Money is. And they really leaned into that with when Trixon, you know, parted, or Hoodrow parted from Old Money when he had you know, real life kind of hit him with the kids and stuff.
Don't be saying Trix left now too.
No,
spoiler.
That's Fud and Trix, dude. Yeah, no, but Hoodrow, the robot over there, the dev, obviously, shout out to Justin. But
absolutely,
yeah, he you know, he had to go do some family stuff and had to go back to the fiat mine. So when that happened, obviously that threw a huge wrench into, you know, just the partnership that they had or had started over there. But they continued to move on and really leaned into the art scene of what it was. And they sold out the MX collection, and from there now they're kind of starting to rebrand, but they really did like have a heavy focus into the art and community kind of thing. They had that fun meetup over in Savannah, which, you know, I'm set that I couldn't get to, but it looked like a lot of fun. And from there, obviously some good partnerships were formed, and Crispy, one of the new dev now over there, a new robot, you know, that was like strengthened that partnership to be able to make that happen from those IRL events, getting people to meet them. So yeah, like the artwork for me, always have connected to it. And outside of that, you know, just the mint experience too. Like this year, like getting a chance to actually like really look at their, you know, I think I've spent probably countless hours actually minting the MX bills. Like, it was the most interactive mint, and I'll say it to this day. Dead Pixels originally for me was probably my favorite mint that I got a chance to do, but MX just kind of came over and destroyed that. Dirtbirds had a fun one recently with their Outpost mint, but MX was definitely that one for me, where you just go in, it was interactive, you never knew what you were going to get, and I don't know, man, I got lost in it. I think I minted a total of like 100 and almost 200 of these things this fall. I got really carried away with it, but it was because it was so interactive, it was organic, and it was just different.
Original.
Right?
It was original.
Like, we're over here printing out bills, and just, you have choices. There's like little Easter eggs. I mean, there's humor behind it. It took a lot, and there's community inspiration too. Like, you'd have FDE, one of the, you know, does his own music. He was involved with like the TV, like they had like little commercials and things that you could do inside of this. I mean, it was super, super fun and such a good time.
The amount of skill and creativity that that team has is just impressive. It really is. Just like even what you're talking about now, like everything that they had for this mint. I didn't actually get to mint one personally, but I've watched you mint a few of them, and just the whole experience itself, just super creative. It just flexes the skills of him too.
Yeah, just the fact that they actually make me laugh. You know, a lot of projects go for some things that could be humorous, but you know, usually barely gets me more reaction than like, you know, blowing air out of your nose, kind of
Gives
laughing.
you a text LOL, but not really.
Yeah, exactly. But old money actually like genuinely makes me laugh, and that's what makes it fun.
Yeah, and they I mean, they have so many good little fun things. I think I've clicked on these buttons so many times, and even now it's at the point where I've got like the soundboard where you got like when you're out of there, it's like get the fuck out of here. Like there's just like dumb things like that that are always just a part of like their little culture they have, like the NFAFA radio, like listening to that. You know, we did like even little ads for their campaign last year when the election was going on. And nowadays it's just, I don't know, it's taken on a life of its own, and we've always had some fun, and again, shout out to them for all the community support that they've done. That's another huge thing where they can kind of rally behind like the people who are supporting them, because I think old money may not be the most popular pick when it comes to like NFT projects, because a lot of people are just like, oh, they're not making money, what are they doing over there? It's just like artwork and collecting and stuff. But I think this is the stuff people fall back to when the profits have been taken, right? And they have extra money to spend. Now they want to go buy something cool to collect and just get a chance to chill with some fun people. And I think this is one of those ones where you got to pay attention to it. And like we had talked about even in on Monday's live stream over there, they have something coming up here in February of 2024. You got Pierre. Get your excrement so you can turn your half assets into shit and your shit into fine art over here. So big shout out to old money. Yo, really? Yo, bro. Are you excrementing?
Excrementing.
You're excrementing. Well, all right. Well, that's a good little start. We're 2 for 3.
Okay.
All right, TJ. We filled up the 8 minutes right there. That's not bad. All right. Well, transitioning into a favorite project event or an update from a project in 2023. And again, I think we got a little bit of an overlap on this one. So TJ,
I think we all answered the same thing. It was pretty obvious. We could all just answer at the same time. Yeah.
Oh, we did answer at the same time. Okay, I got you. Even better. Well, one of the ones which also shout out to them today, because I'll go ahead and pull a little thing up about that. FutureFest. I think they've done such a when I think of metaverse now, like on Cardano, these guys are the top tier
100%.
when it comes to that. They've got
the definition that people think of metaverse. This is it.
They've got and cornucopias, I guess, is getting there, but you know they're got more events real going on. Cornucopia like is still very earlier stages. Well, we haven't seen the full potential. Is more what I mean. They can claim a lot of things because they're still very early. But this, as far as actually getting the community and the amount of turnout they get, and the amount of events and just thought that goes into the different things to interact and keep people in there is deep. It's not just like surface level bullshit.
Well, like I said, it connects the community, and I think one of the highlights of that, I know we're showcasing this has actually happened today. They had their little holiday like social, and the main thing of that was really to test out like the live minting inside the world. So the whole point is they did that, like that had that huge DJ set which did with Cascade way back when. And that was very successful in the fact that like the DJs would be able to get on screen, they could do a live set, and people could jump into a world and be able to interact with each other. And then they kind of took that up a notch over here when we did the farmers market. And now you've kind of evolutionized to now how can we integrate like the blockchain technology into this? And as you can kind of see here towards the end of this video here, you get to a point where now they're minting stuff in this little world, right? They're bringing it up. You click on this little box right here. It has your address. And then from there, you're able to get, I didn't sign a transaction. It just had my saved address right there. And then automatically I looked at my wallet, and 2 seconds later, I had an NFT like sent to my wallet as a free claim, which is actually pretty sick. And that little pet that you see, a little snowman guy like running around right here. So the world was kind of small, but vibes were good today. It was a fun little time, and huge shout out to FutureFest for that, because the farmers market, I think we had a ton of fun getting a chance to actually talk about it, but seeing it was a whole different thing too.
That's what I wish I could have actually gone to. I know because of time frames and it was Halloween and stuff, but I would really like to attend the next one, a big event like that for sure, because it did look enjoyable. Yeah, 421. I definitely want to join that one.
I think the biggest thing about this too that was a major upgrade from it was the proximity chat, right?
Yes.
Like being able to actually talk to people without having just being like a text thread. Like you can see on screen right now, like, you know, you see the chat box and things like that. It kind of looks like a Twitch stream or something. But that was great. And you were always able to do that. But now, like, just being able to walk around somebody and all of a sudden start talking, it was like a mix of like a Twitter space mixed in with just like you're gaming with people. I don't know. It just felt like the whole Cardano community was there throughout that night. This was on Halloween of this year. And you're seeing right now, like the Mallet Order had like their little swamp where they were doing like live DJ sets with some of their IRL, like real friends that just DJ. And they didn't even know about this Web3 thing, but they were able to get interacting with this. And a Nemesis did a little set as well. And shout out to FutureFest for making this world kind of feel alive. Like you're seeing like little jet skis, you have like the roller coasters and things like that, where like it felt like a little world to like it didn't get, you know, you're just running around like a void. Like there was actually stuff to do. That was a lot of fun. And this is what makes me excited for FutureFest going forward, is like not only do they nail like the social aspect of it, but they actually like get you to want to stick around and like engage in what they built, you know?
100%. I feel like too, like if they added like, they're right there as far as metaverse and like VR capability, because they have the VoIP chat, they have the activities in there that you could be, as soon as you can tap into being your avatar, that's just another level. But as far as metaverses go and just being able to hang out with community members, they couldn't have made that at a better time or had this event at a better time, because what was it, CNFT Con or NFTLV, whatever, just happened like a few weeks prior. So this was a way for people who weren't able to go, like I said before, to actually engage with those projects that were there that night and actually get to talk to them like, with the voice chat. That's just huge for people to experience and utilize.
A lot of people got a chance to connect through that too, right? Like, you know, like most, maybe you couldn't talk to people in the space. Maybe you couldn't get a chance there or a hold of them over there, but you just randomly stumble into people. I remember running around specifically at like just some random like booth. They had a ton of booths that were over there, like of all the different projects, and just randomly stopping by and hearing a conversation like, hey, what are you doing? It's like, oh, I'm doing this. And it's like, oh, I didn't realize you guys were who you are. Nice to meet you kind of thing. It was perfect for what it was. And it's a big shout out over to the testament of the power of what FutureFest can be.
I was really watching the roller coaster.
Dude, the
roller exciting for the future for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I had a great time getting a chance to do that, and I think that FutureFest has one of the, you know, I think next year they've got two major events, right? They've got the farmers market, which happens on 420, and it happens on Halloween, right? They're trying to make that like a staple, and that's in partnership with Virtually Made, which has Veggie Mates in the new upcoming collection, which is Goofs, which I'm actually really excited.
When is that coming out? Do we know when Goofs are coming out?
No, we still have the diamond whitelist passes. They had some fun music actually that was over in the farmers market. It was like, I'm a goof, like you know, like the Tropic Thunder like thing from Robert Downey Jr. where he's playing Sergeant. I forget his name, but anyways, like, I'm a dude playing a dude. Yeah, I'm a dude playing a dude. Scott is another dude. But it's like that with like the goof theme to it. Like, I'm a goof, you're a goof. Like they had some like fun music that was going on throughout there. They have like a cool little brand. I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, if you're looking to get into FutureFest, you can get a little avatar, one of their future bots or their deluxe bots, and you can also get little pets, little claimable things throughout these different events, and kind of be like your digital identity into this Web3 world. And eventually, who knows where they go from here? Like you said, now they're implementing like minting technology for NFTs. Maybe there'll be some exclusive stuff that you'll get a chance to be able to claim. And I don't know where it goes from here. All I know is that I think they've got a very bright future when it comes to the you know, that metaverse scene right now. So yeah, I agree. I think we're all on the same page that I got to plan better next Halloween.
We will see.
I don't know.
420. They have a next FutureFest big event there. 420.
There it is.
April 20th.
You guys got 4 months to prepare for this. I want to hear about it over there. Biggest surprise or a project that surprised you the most this year, Tom?
This one, I mean, I like the idea for Dirt Birds, but I don't know if that surprised me as much, just because I like their team already so much. They definitely did some amazing things this year, but I would put McCossie, just because little I've paid attention to them. So for me to have slept on them like I did, and then to see what they've actually been doing and how deep their game goes, was a pleasant surprise. It's nice to get surprised in this space sometimes, especially the project that's been around that maybe just haven't been paying attention to, or for whatever reason I had written off in my head. To finally take like another deep look at it and be like, oh wow, they have a lot more going on than I gave them credit for, and this is very impressive.
Yeah, I think one of the, I mean, I went deep into some Makasi for a little bit this summer
You
when
really?
everything was going.
You did.
I still have a bunch of my stuff, to be honest with you right now. And even I think I have it up here for you guys. So you can go ahead and play it. You can actually see this is actually live gameplay of it right now.
Oh, I think I have it up. Let me see that. Just slide the tab on over there.
Hey,
oh, there it is.
We come prepared for you guys, you know. But just for a polished game over here, they had a big update that actually just happened recently, which is good for them, because it's actually got their token.
Oh, it's Tom.
Oh, hey, yo, prison. How funny is that? Yeah, the prisoner outfit right here. That's really good. I love that.
I've seen that.
Okay. Yeah, but
I didn't have one of those.
Yeah, I've got a few different ones. I've got a lot of Makasi, to be honest with you. But yeah, they opened up this store aspect now where you can actually use your tokens or your M costs, and you can convert that in what they call the in-game token Moshi. And now you can spend that to get like the actual resources in game to be able to like speed up your progress and level your stuff up. And you can even use that token to get rare like alchemist ingredients that these will craft the PvP cards in game instead of having to actually just buy the packs of them. You can actually craft them in the game. So there's big quality of life updates.
That's dope. Yeah.
And just like I said, the ease of use between everything over here is super good. Like it's a game where they need to get this mobile. Really, that's the biggest thing for me with them. But I agree that when I think Tom, you said it best when you were like, we were just like live streaming one of the times, like showing it off with shout out to David King who jumped on that stream. Where we're just kind of like, you're like, dude, I didn't realize like it was this polished. Like that's actually kind of just surprising me right there.
Not much more there is to it. Again, it's not surface level stuff. It's not just like, hey, we have something. There's a lot that you can do. There is enough to keep you occupied for at least a little bit. You're meant to check in every day. You're not going to like name this game for 12 hours on a Saturday or anything, but it's meant to be something to check in for a little bit. And like you said, once it has that mobile side, it's going to be perfect for it. It has so much utility when it comes to like just something to do on the bus or, waiting in line or at a red light. And that plus the speed, which they get it all out to market and how it actually works with all the different wallets and everything like that within their website. And then when you, of course, like you mentioned, the card packs too. We also had that with the card packs, and then we have the game coming for that even. So the amount of different things that they have out at once is so impressive. And not as surprising now, just seeing what they were capable of. Now it surprises me less and less because it's just what I expect, from their team.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy what they've been able to accomplish so far, and how much they've grown their team too, and just their community. Especially, when we see some other projects, we've seen other card game projects come up. We've had Wolves of Rome on a couple times. And just see what everything that Makasi's bringing on, the amount of layers they kind of have it all.
There's depth to it, right? Like there's the crafting, there's the pet farming simulator, there's the PvP aspect of it. They are very ambitious for what it is that they're building right now. And then to me, I think that, a working product that is the first and foremost thing. We were here, people building a game. Like these people are all like over from Vietnam. They are like game developers. That's like what they do in their real life. Outside of this, it's like a kind of a project that they're working on to grow bigger and bigger. And they're doing a really good job with it too. And they've integrated the NFT technology where you've got these, these ITOs, as they call them, Makasi. You've got the little secondary ones you can use too. And you can use these in game. They actually look exactly like what the NFT is too. That's another huge thing where a lot of people, right? You get an NFT and it doesn't, it's just generic little like base character. And here, every single one of these looks exactly like what your NFT is. If you swap over to them, like I think that's, that alone, you know how much time that takes.
Yeah, that's what I mean. All of that. It's just the way it functions, all with each other, all interacting, and just works. It's impressive, and it surprised me when I finally took a deep look at it.
I was always impressed with all the updates that they do. They constantly update
exactly
what's going on with the project.
The amount they have going on.
Yeah.
Where they are able to provide that many updates.
Very
it's not like, hey guys, sorry we haven't said anything for this long because honestly, we don't have anything to say. Nothing new's happened. We're just working. So the fact that they have that much and have planned it out that far ahead to kind of keep the news flowing in those moments where there isn't maybe something new to play with. And then we do get these new updates. Like Tommy said, the store just opened up for you. So then you do have those new things to play with and get you back interested again.
Yeah, 100%, man. I think this is one of those ones where we see like the potential of something like a Yummy Universe and things like that, where this is already here, like, you know, and we're looking, they're two different two ends of the spectrum. And whether that's a good thing or a bad thing that it's here, we don't know. It's yet to be seen, right? Like people want the main attraction to Makasi this summer and why people got into it was a lot of posts over by like AJ Goldman and stuff over on Twitter about like, hey, you can earn, by farming all this stuff, you can earn that token that we showed in game, like the MCOS. And in reality, you could exchange that MCOS over on a DEX over here for ADA. And people were making ADA as kind of similar to like maybe like an Axie Infinity. And to a degree, I mean, there's still that potential out there. I think the long term, in order to get people for mass adoption, you can't have like ridiculously high prices for everybody, like barrier to entry. But that's where I think like there's a lot of aspects where you can do PvP, you can do crafting, you can farm, you can you can play around with just collecting like the ITOs and leveling and having fun in the game. There's a lot of like layers to it, like you said, Tom, and I think I agree. I think this is one of the ones where it really surprised us because it kind of caught us off guard when we first got a chance to really dive into it. And it's one of those ones where, yeah, obviously we always talk about being Yummy fans over onto the show, but this is one of those ones that like really is already doing something right now, and I'm interested to see kind of how they grow.
Working product that works well.
There you go. Easy enough. Well, TJ, I know we and you kind of share a similar one right here on this. Favorite or project that surprised you the most this year?
Dirtbirds, and I agree with Tom said earlier. Yes, I know the team is, they always work hard. Big community members in the space. Dave's a great guy. We met him prior to what they're doing, but I never would have guessed, I should say, that they would not pivot, but go to mining, which I thought was a great move for them. And how they went about it too, with the outposts and just how their outposts just are dynamic, right? They change over time as you have them. What's the word they use in there?
They're dynamic. And what are you talking about?
Well, they change. They change their output as they upgrade them. How you upgrade them?
Dynamic upgrades.
Fortify. Yeah. Dynamic upgrades. Right. So I enjoy that from them too. So I never would have thought that they would add that little element even to that.
Yeah.
But they definitely surprised me the most this year for sure.
Well, they really like took a step up. We talked about like Dave and stuff last year, right? Like having him on the show, and he was like, "Yo, these things are about to rocket," and they did last year. And then, of course, we talked to him again this year. But with the addition of like the success of Goofy Gophers having like the mining, and then extending that as a service, like how could these projects, without having to mint out a million different things each year, how could they find a sustainable like revenue source? And mining just happened to be a great thing. We're in a bear market, right? And they need a good way to do that. But they really like took that step one step further with like, all right, we're going to do this, but we're going to theme it up. We've got a good IP already. Let's go ahead and actually like gamify this and have fun with it, right? Where they've got their Preds, their Derp Apes, their Derplings, the baby Derps, and then eventually the big Derplings, right? And now seeing the gold rush for what it is, like they just put out a tweet, I think today, or Dave kind of backed it up, about the actual like success of so far of how much they've actually been able to earn, right? Is somebody breathing into the mic, dude? Because I just heard about somebody over there. That's all. I don't know. I swear there was like a dog or something like in somebody's room.
My mouth was closed and Tom was far away from the mic.
Yeah,
dude. I'm gonna go back and listen to that here in a second. But anyway, no. So they posted.
Literally, mouth is closed.
No, I'm not even saying. I just heard it. That's all I hear.
Over here, bro.
It could be. She's in the other room, hopefully sleeping by now. But yeah, they dropped this over here with the outpost, right? 8,000 of those went out, and the first 30 days of mining is in the books over here. They had 90% of their 90% or 90-day compounding strategy over here, where they're only running at 45% right now. 73 of their miners are offline for their BTC while they get their new those new rigs in. I guess they are.
Yeah.
They went ahead and this sprint profit or mining profit over here, they earned $31,000 this month.
Awesome.
And I think Goofy Go.
Let's get some mining rigs, guys.
Did you get a mining rig?
We just need to raise some money to do these. And I can imagine they said that like they're estimating at 45% of what they could be earning right now. That's like the estimates for this stuff. So I don't know what that is. If we were, what's the difference on that? An extra 55% on top of that. So I'm doing math. I'm over here. I'm a math guy. Tom. So that's another. That's potentially up to like almost 80 grand right now a month. If that holds true, right? But think about what they could do with 80 grand a month to help build out the IP.
335 with that.
Yeah, easy peasy for that. But a lot of that, again, it's going back to holders too, right? It's not just all going to them. And the whole point of this was to be able to help the revenue of the project sustain without them having to mint everything all the time. And at the same time, it gives back to the holders, which we've seen with these outposts over here. And, I've still hold some outposts myself. Did some dip and flips as well. And it's fun, man. It's been a cool little thing. Like you were talking about the dynamic NFTs, TJ, or like the one you can fortify them, like how the community can get involved, where it was a good way to do like a symbiotic relationship between existing holders and people who may have missed out and wanted to get in. Or if you want to participate in both, great. Because you minted out these things, these outposts, and then you could provide these upgrades and fortify them. And by fortifying them, you get more of their derp token rewards, but you also get more rewards on your actual individual derp too, which all passively stake to get that derp token. So not if you don't got all 4 derps or whatever it is to fortify in a thing, great. Go find a friend or some, invite them over to your thing. Shout out to Slumber Shark over here on this one. They can fortify for you. They earn the reward, you earn the reward, and it works. And then on top of that, what's the use for these different things? Well, you can upgrade your stuff. It changes every single time. It's that CIF 68 design, where as soon as you pay the fee, the dirt fee to go ahead and do that, it automatically upgrades the artwork. It does it in the metadata. It shows that it's a higher level. And this, I think the mining rewards get you an extra, if at folio upgrade, an extra 20% mining rewards. And then they've got other things in the works, which I don't know if you guys paid attention to, because we were talking about like what other utilities could some of these little like outpost things be in structures. Well, I don't know if you paid attention to them purchasing a world mobile node. Remember the NFTs? Yeah. Now, well, those also staked, you stake those things, you earn some WMT token. Well, what a great way for holders to be able to earn some WMT potentially that they want to share from that or use that by upgrading certain things inside of this outpost, where this becomes like your one-stop shop. So there's
constantly like innovating and building.
It's a good way. Yeah, like you said, they pivoted. They've really they took that IP to a new level with everything that they've done. They just did a big revamp over on their marketplace today too. So really,
and their pivots aren't half-assed though. They really put thought behind it. That's why I brought up the dynamic NFT part of it, because they didn't just slap an NFT in front and say, okay, this will be what you're used to mining. No, they added a different level and element to that. That's just what they do. They just, they're dialed into space too. There were another community and founder group that are just dialed in with what's going on.
Yeah, they didn't just go metaverse time, right, or something like that. I don't know. We're gonna make a game.
No,
they went through and they thought it out deeply, like to make this like part staking, part game, part mining thing that we've seen a lot of other projects try to do elements of or do a part of, and they kind of took all the best parts and put it into one and brought in their brand, which fits so well with the amount of assets they had. And it's grand slam, nailed it.
Yeah, they definitely feel like the ones to go ahead and watch right now going into this next year, because their adventures in Derptonia are still a thing on the horizon as well. And they're really just building out their ecosystem. They've obviously got a great community, a very supportive one. They're upgrading all the tech over there. The artwork's all been upgraded, and I think I would love to see a Derpling kind of rework eventually. Same thing with the Drake's event. I would love to see them go that route. Maybe over time they will. But it just feels like they're there. Like they're one of those top ones because they've got, they have a very strong team. Shout out to Dave and Geek Derp and everybody inside that community. But it's just one of those ones where you can see that brand really start to like grow. We talked about it over like, TJ, I still owe you these pack of cards. Maybe I'll get some down here for Christmas. But they've got like the IRL like merch and things like that. Collector stuff. They've got the community members creating things like shout out to Erica for creating the stuffies, right? Doing all the little plushies. I think I showed this thing off a few times over since we got in Vegas. But yeah, like there's tons of like their IP is there, right? And they've got a huge, I think for us, like one of the ones you can see these things, you see the success of like Pudgy Penguins and things going that Web2 kind of route in Walmart, and doing like their own metaverse kind of before Bored Apes even, and seeing the valuation of those things at like a 10, 12 plus ETH floor. I don't know where Dirtbirds goes from here, but I just think they're in enough of their own little niche lane where they don't really get too much competition from anybody else. That's why I think we like Old Money as well, where they're original, right? And they do their thing, and they're also innovative and kind of tapped in to what people want with a strong community behind them. So yeah, definitely agree. I think Dirtbirds is a great one to go ahead and say as far as a surprise. I'm on the same page with you there as well. To shift things a little bit on from the NFT side of things, maybe quickly we go through some projects. Did anything disappoint you this year? We're always on the positive side, but hey, not everything goes the way we planned over here.
I know for you, Beat Boys.
Yo, holy TJ, you spoiling my thing over here?
I want to spoil yours. You could be first for once in these questions.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then I'll let you know.
Let's talk about Beat Boys.
I was trying to find the video.
You?
I was trying to find the video and I still can't find it. You know what sucks, man, is I think I can't even find their handle anymore. Oh,
they haven't posted it since like it was June time, something like that.
They haven't posted since June.
A long time.
July 6th.
July. Sorry. Okay, July.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So
it's been a very long while. I mean, I think they're at this point they're pretty much gone.
But they're not even have an official goodbye. What happened to the good vibes?
You know, there's no vibe. All the vibes are gone.
All vibes and no work, or what is it? All work and no play. I don't know how it goes, but yeah, you can't just have only good vibes.
They did the bare minimum of the vibes, right? Like they sent out some stuff. So what I've understood from this is, and listening to some stuff behind the scenes, I'm in a little group chat with people who used to be in it. I guess the original team did a private. They sold the Beat Boy brand or the NFT collection to another set of owners behind the scenes, and that's where we started to see like the thingies and all that.
Didn't disclose that to
the nope, nobody knew about it.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Yeah, so that's when things started to go like that. I like the DJ sets. We always talked about that. I like the little kind of like Rick and Morty, a little outside like Simpson style thing. Like it was interesting enough to keep you engaged. But then they swapped to that like that My BB thing, the good vibes only, no Twitter spaces, all this shit. And it was just like, yo, you guys seem disconnected over here, but we trusted you enough. Let's just figure it out. And then it just never really took off. They had that weird Ginza 7 thing and then they dropped like an actual like map that was like, this thing right here where they actually showed like off like some 3D assets and like, I don't know. They like put work into it, but why? It was almost like one of those things where it's like, are you guys just trolling us? Like, you put a little bit of work in, like tease people, and then just like disappear for a few months.
All surface level, yeah. It's all bullshit. It's just trying to see if we can get the hype going to sell some on secondary, maybe get some of those, those sweet residuals.
And they try to stick to that same vibe kind of level, and then eventually, it's just obviously people saw through it. And from there, I don't ever know what happened to it, to be honest with you. They dropped a collection where you could exchange your thingies, and basically saying that Cardano was not ready yet to do what they wanted to do. So they dropped like a collection on
Cardano's fault, right? Yeah. It was Cardano's fault or the community's fault, something like that.
And then people gave him so much shit because they're like, we've heard your feedback about the all-time high gas fees for minting on spaces. We're working with On Cyber or whatever the company was for these little like 3D rooms or whatever to remint on Polygon, reducing the fees. And they dropped this in May. And then that was the last tweet we saw from them was in July afterwards. We're like, okay, we've been working on this. They literally didn't answer for like almost 3 months. Like, okay, now you can go here.
They're definitely gone. Is it listed as a rug on JPG right now?
It's not. They have not listed it. I wrote them a thing. It's where I was disappointed. I said, make you a deal. You re-upload the DJ sets, and I'll forgive this tweet over here. I don't even know what the hell, to be honest with you, what ended up happening with it.
Someone swept the floor one day ago.
Did they really? Dude, the Beat Boys, dude. definitely a disappointment and an honorable mention. I'll write to that, and I don't know if they're still here or not. Is Space Otters, Space Otter Society.
Yes.
Although I know they got
I was
picked up
disappointed in
recently. Yeah, they got picked up recently by like a robo something. I don't even know what it is, to be
Again?
honest with you. Oh no, another community kind of took it over. Like I know, shout out to Wunge, and I forget the other guy's name inside of Discord. They tried to like keep it running through the community, but never got really any traction. But yeah, Robo was Robo was this one that picked up the brand for Space Otters over here, and I haven't followed it enough to even know what's going on. I did see
I
this where they had,
commend
like, a
them
3D.
for everyone trying to like revive that in a sense, but I'm disappointed with the initial how everything unfolded and went down, honestly, because
Well,
they had such good potential as far as like what they were working on
Good
too.
community.
I know they minted at a rough time. I know that was always an uphill battle for them, but I just feel like what they were working on and that we talked to Chris. He seemed like a pretty cool dude, and I don't know anybody else in the team as far as that goes, but I know like you're saying, Tom, the community was pretty strong as far as that goes. They had fun little events that they were kind of planning and working on throughout the year. So just to kind of see what happened to them was very kind of
well,
disappointing, honestly.
it just shows you like the not like I don't know if the guy named Rari was the main founder of this, and that like Chris, Mr. Chris, who was the one who we did the interview with earlier in the year. He was helping out part of the team, kind of part time, along with another person. And yeah, they kind of went ghost a little bit with the main founder, and then from there, the guy kind of like just took off with some of the funds that were in the wallet. They had this whole thing. They were building out these missions, but they had like I think it was Happy Hoppers and Jelly Cubes. They did like partner missions with them where you would like interact with the community and then earn like a bunch of prizes and stuff with them from that. And they were partnered with Ada Anvil to build out like their staking system. They actually did a whole marketplace with crypto raggies where you could actually buy other NFTs with the stuff you staked for your otters. So like you said, we had a lot of potential there. And then the founder was just like, yeah, I'm done. I'm not. And it didn't say anything to anybody and just dipped off basically. And it just shows how quickly some of this stuff can turn out, kind of like sentiment just turns around. But yeah, that was definitely a disappointing one because I definitely didn't see it coming, and neither did I think the community for them. And it was one of those ones that kind of got lost in the sauce, unfortunately. And I still hold both of those things.
You have a lot of both of those too.
I just hang on to them.
You have a lot.
Way too
You
much.
got me to buy that Space Otter in the first place. I think I bought it for like 60 ADA. I ended up selling it for 6 ADA.
Yeah. Oh, my bad, dude.
I remember Shiny sent us.
It was mainly, yeah. I think it was our community was like, "Come on, guys, you guys got to get it." And me and TJ are like, "Fine, if you guys will shut the fuck up, I'll go buy one of these." And
yeah, we did. Yeah. And then Shiny sent us one for Christmas last year.
Oh man,
that's right.
That is rip. Tom, what about you over here, Tom? Any kind of disappointments you got?
It's just one that it's one that I've cheered from the start. Ghost Chain. They were just always such a nice, inviting community. They were one of the first to kind of bring us in a very open way.
It was our first gift too.
Plenty of people did early on, but they were definitely one of the bigger ones, especially one of the bigger ones that at the time early in the space for us, it just had significance because I think their floor was like it was only about 1,000, but just for us that had been a big deal at the time. It was very, very cool and very neat to get invited into that, learn about their community. I always liked the art. I liked all the pop culture references and stuff. I thought they had a strong kind of branding going there, or at least a fun one within their community. And then their actual plans when it came to their marketplaces and things like that have just never gotten taken off. So it's just disappointing to see ones that we like, that we've always enjoyed, just kind of not succeed. Not everyone's going to make it in this space. It's just how it's always going to work, unfortunately. But that one definitely was a little disappointing to see.
Yeah. And it never gained traction. Like when JPEG took off, like you said, Flipper was their marketplace they were really trying to roll out. And even with the support of Goofy Gophers, right? Like Goofy Gophers, like a lot of their stuff was done through Flipper to this day. And I still don't know the extent of the partnership, but it sounds like everything from their team on Flipper's side was really on the back burner. Or things got behind the scenes, like started to change. And, like you said, we don't know what the details of it was. They just put out a tweet recently 3 days ago, actually saying 2024 is a year of Ghost Chain. We bolstered our team, revamped Flipper, and are ready to turn the tide. Thank you for your support, Ghost Chain, through that long winter. We are emerging. So maybe something to keep an eye on. I don't know, but
I mean, the only thing is that I cheer for him. That'd be great. Awesome. Hopefully, we're all going to make it. I'm not cheering against anyone, but I feel like we heard that at the end of last year for 2023.
All right, and we'll see what happens, right? And I remember even seeing what's his name, Cardano Shield, who they were all big on Ghost Chamber. He was pretty much like, yo, they're not moving at all. Like, I'm out kind of deal with this. I wish them the best kind of thing.
And some of them are big holders too. They had a lot of assets. They had a lot of the actual ghosts.
I wonder how our boy, what's his name, is doing over there.
I was gonna say,
oh wow,
Slick,
I'm blanking.
Slick, yeah. I kept wanting to say shiny. Thank you.
They're all they moved into H side, never looked back. Probably a good deal over there for them. How about one of the last topics over here? DeFi. DeFi's popping up going into next year. Maybe
that one's easy. That one's easy.
Going into 20 or of this year for you.
Safe man.
Oh, rip. RIP.
Wait, what DeFi are we looking forward to next year? Oh, Cardano DeFi. Okay. I think I put. What did you put?
I don't know about looking forward to. Yeah, I think, but my favorite one from the year, just the branding, the more organic nature at which they kind of grew and came out of nowhere. I felt like compared to when we saw the couple that followed after that felt like they were just trying a little bit too hard. Where Snek was able to kind of come in and just do it naturally. And have some real natural growth and just absolutely explode early on, make a lot of people a lot of money. That's always just fun and exciting to see. It gets eyes on the space. It gets us even amped up just seeing that, oh shit, people just made like $1 million. There's still hope for me, guys. Like that's why I'm still here. Awesome. All right, there's still hope. Cool. Let's keep doing this. So yeah, they were by far the most fun to continue. I mean, it wasn't just one time, one pump, never talk about them again too. We've continue to talk about them. They've continued to develop, and they've had a few other pumps here, or they've been too big to even not mention during our live stream or our podcast.
Yeah, you definitely can't ignore Snek at all inside of space. Like Snek is responsible, I think, for onboarding a majority of people now inside, especially this year, I think, into Cardano. Right, like the meme coins are the shiny thing that get people from other chains, and this in general, like when there's money to be made. Those are what people tend to go after. And we talked about it on Monday over here on the live stream as far as the DeFi side of things go. Their market cap's over almost $120 million right now, which is insane to think about. And they've transacted, I want to say, I got to go back and look. I don't know if they officially posted it or not. If they've hit officially a billion
I can't imagine. Traded. They've been going down. They've been going down quite a bit.
But I'm saying as far as the volume goes. No, I think the volume that they've actually hit, though, as far as traded goes, they
posted a few days ago. They posted. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they were 44 million on the 17th, but yeah, I know they were close. Like I think Goofy Crisp, one of the founder of them, he actually tweeted about they were like super close. Golfy Crisp, as he's known over in the Discord. But yeah, he said they were super close to trade. I don't know why I did that like that. But yeah, anyway, even though they got the energy drink, they've got so much stuff that that grew from it, and I don't think they're slowing down at all. They're 300 holders away from 20,000 holders. This was yesterday, and 27 million ADA away from 1 billion traded, which is coming up here soon. So probably by the time this podcast hits, you're going to be right there with everything. So what started as like an organic meme from Chill Kongs like grew into this gigantic thing that now like leads the way for people over here in Cardano. I agree. I think as far as DeFi goes, like this is probably, you can say what you want about meme coins, and meme coins onboard people from the general public. Just it's the most simplest, basic form of like crypto, right? Like I don't need to know anything about the utility. I don't care what you guys are doing, whatever it is. I just know that Snek is popular. People like to buy it. And if I buy it, there's potential that more people want to buy it and the price goes up. And that's what I know. And that's why I think meme coins do what they do. And they've got an IRL business and other things, which I'm still surprised they got that energy drink out as quick as they did.
That was super quick.
It was like 2 months after they launched, they literally had an energy drink out, which so shout out to the
interesting pivot. But yeah, no, they've done some fun things, creative things. It gets people attention too. Gets the crowd going.
It definitely gets the crowd going, dude. gets the
you get some
crowd
snack
going.
love. They need to the community
Bro,
to show some love.
Snack's pretty, only 7 calories too. That's pretty not bad at all, right? Yeah, shout out to the snack. I love voice
Not
sound.
even enough.
No, not enough. What about you, TJ? Any kind of DeFi plays that you're looking forward to, or favorite one of 2023?
Favorite one, I think Hunt. Like that's what I've kind of been looking at more so recently, and what they've been doing so far in the space, and what they have planned for the future. So I'm pretty pumped for what they have coming out. Just
we got to be
continuing
careful.
to grow and what?
All right.
The whole like Hunt. I like Hunt. It's pretty good. I'm a big fan of. I really like Hunt, and I really like Cockcoin. I've been looking forward to a lot of Cock. I'm gonna be paying attention and looking at a lot of Cock in 2024. I'm definitely gonna be. I like a lot of Hunt, so we'll be taking a look at that.
Daddy, chill.
That's what it sounded like. That's all I could hear. And after that, I missed the rest.
Well, no, what's the other token too coming out in January? I can't remember it.
Axo.
Yeah, Axo. That's gonna be doing.
No, well, Dex Hunter is great. I love Dex Hunter because Dex Hunter is one. I'm in the same boat with you. I think DeFi wise, Dex Hunter is probably one of my favorite of this year. Is that they've started in September, right? They dropped right around when NFT LV was happening. They got in. I didn't really think much of it. It's just a team. The guy Melon from, you may have known, like from CNFT Jungle or Predator, the sniper thing that they had, where you basically just people. He was known for like botting some or front running, they called it, but in reality, I think they were they're smart. Their team was smart, and they were able to kind of just get to the curve faster. Like you can't cheat the Cardano blockchain, but you can get there a little bit faster inside the race. And they were like, you know what, we can do this better than anybody else at a pace way faster if we just do it ourselves. And that's what they did. And they've been dropping feature after feature, things that have pushed other not just Dexes, but other apps inside the space. They're like, shit, we got to keep up with you guys. Obviously we've seen Tap Tools. They've done, they're a huge mover inside the space, but Dex Hunters kind of carved themselves out as like the go-to like partnership. Their thing was they wanted to get everywhere inside and be everywhere inside the Cardano ecosystem. It doesn't matter where it is right now. Like partnerships are key for them.
Smart.
You have the Vesper wallet that you can swap directly inside of there. Like they're a partner for it. You have Tap Tools. You can go right inside of Tap Tools here. You want to buy some Hunt, you swap over. It's powered by Dex Hunter right inside of Tap Tools. You can do that. You want to go to JPEG store and buy some clay or something like that inside of your NFT collectors, or for the NFT collectors, boom, click it, powered by Dex Hunter. Right here, they're everywhere, and I think what's really going to be big for them is just it's like recognition, right? Like brand recognition. Everywhere you go, you just know to use Dex Hunter, and from there, how they integrate the utility of the Hunt token is going to be big. One of the ones that you can do right now over on their app is the nodes, like the custom nodes that you can get, which all that does really is just boost or it sends out more transactions to different nodes outside of the default ones you would use with like your Nami wallet, your Eternal wallet, like whatever the one that everybody else is using. This just broadcasts it to more. So it doesn't necessarily guarantee that I can get you a faster transaction out, include it in the next block, but it has an overall better average probability that it will. So just one of the reasons to go ahead and hold on.
You want me to put guarantee and put shit in the box? I got some spare time.
You do?
You know who that's from?
No, I was waiting for it.
Are you serious? You don't
Tommy
know that's from? You don't know that's from?
Tommy Boy.
And they're trying to sell breaks?
Dude, I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen Tommy Boy.
Stick your head in a bull's ass and smile.
get a little T-bone.
I want to say I watched the last time I watched.
What does he say when he butchers it? Like he just completely mangles line.
He's like, yeah, butcher's ass.
Into a butcher's ass.
You're the butcher.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you the last time I watched that. Probably like 20 years.
Love Tommy Boy.
At least. But yeah, shout out to Hunt here as well. I think this is definitely a project to watch, especially as they be doing token buybacks too next year, starting on February 1st. So as all the fees, yeah, hey, there you go. Happy birthday! You get some fees from Dex Hunter over here. But yeah, the more fees they create over there, the more that goes back and gets bought up, which in turn increases the price. So one way to go ahead and do that, and we'll see what else they lock behind like token gate features as more and more people become like this becomes the go-to. So definitely agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Outside of that, last to kind of wrap this up before we get to the back end here, what are you guys looking forward to next year? Anything at all? Any projects? Any topics? Anything at all?
Well,
Oh,
I'm
you
looking
go,
forward to
TJ.
going to sleep in about 15 minutes. But next year, I'm looking forward to, the bull market for sure. ADA hopefully getting at least a $3 next year, and then maybe $10 a year after
Whoa.
for some pumps.
We're going that high?
100%.
You think? Okay, realistically, where do you think we're going next year?
Next year, like just for I would hope I would hope $3. I'm hoping.
You're hoping
next year, because then 2025, yeah, 2025, I want it to be $10. Would like it to see it be $10.
If it's not, TJ's gonna be pissed, guys. Just hope you understand
very
that.
Angry. Very angry.
Tom, what
Also
about
not
you?
financial advice.
Looking forward to nothing like as far as a specific project to see its next stages, because it's so hard to call. It's nicer to be surprised, and that's probably what I'm looking forward to the most, is just how surprising our space is. There's so many projects we forget about or that are working behind the scenes that come out with these big announcements and kind of take all the attention for a few weeks, and it's always fun to see that. It's nice when we have these events with SNEC and things like that come through, and we're all making a little bit of money, especially in this kind of market when we still can make these flips and walk away with a few thousand ADA. It still feels good. So I just look forward to the surprises, the friends we made along the way. You know how it is.
Oh yeah,
looking forward to some more game nights with you guys. I'm looking forward to maybe doing a couple creative things here with some of our graphics and things like that. Maybe revamp some of the show. Try and put a little more time, maybe try and make things a little more efficient, get some more AI going for our show. I know we were trying to do some shorts with the AI, but trying to really dedicate things so that we can have more content, get out there a little bit more, continue to grow, but as well as not make this so we have 2 full-time jobs, because it's just not it wouldn't be possible for us. I think I don't have the energy for that, and I don't even have kids, so I don't know how TJ does it or you guys do it with the wives and everything like that. So would love to be able to do more. Just a lot of times running into just time of the day, life. So
especially as a not-for-profit,
still trying to navigate that in our 3rd year here, and hopefully continue to just provide entertainment, get new people in the community that are enjoyable and fun. Yeah, that sums it up for my hopes here for 2024.
Hey,
I want to see how long that silence.
New Year. I was like, hey, same us.
Because I know Tommy hates the silence, dude. You hate it. You don't like lasting longer than a second.
Dude, I just keep talking way too fast.
It gets stale quick.
Yeah, that's why we do the music on the live streams, man. It fills that little void. Yeah, I mean, as far as 2024 goes, kind of same thing. And I'm looking forward to a lot of the DeFi opportunities that kind of pop up. We've been through the NFT cycle. Yeah, I'm back to making money. NFTs are fun and all. I think I've got a lot of the ones that I like to collect already. And who knows? We'll see. We'll see what new projects pop up. I know we're watching Omen, new project that's about to mint this Friday when you guys are dropping this, or when this podcast is dropping. It's 9:30 a.m. I think Eastern over on there. Also, a nice little plug for them. But yeah, no. Outside of that, I think the DeFi is one of the ones that you're going to see a lot of volume get into Cardano because of that. And like you said, Axo Trade is one of those ones in early January. I think January 9th is when that's going to be attainable. And then from there, who knows what other stuff will pop up. But if you guys are looking to expand your ADA, you go back and watch the video that we had with Viva La Coin. Give some great insight into that, kind of navigating that. But there's a ton of opportunity out there. Like now it's kind of the time to like buckle up and really just, NFTs are fun. We'll still continue to talk about them, but there's a lot of other stuff that's out there that can kind of get you into a position where you'll have that ADA, the expendable ADA, to go ahead and dial that back into NFTs and collect the things that you like. And I'm looking forward to kind of covering that and getting into next year. But yeah, man, we'll keep it short. We'll keep it sweet. We talked about being done in
short and sweet. What the shit are you talking about?
I was about to say 8 minutes ago. Was about
that was an hour.
50 minutes ago. Yeah,
that was an hour ago.
Hey, touche, TJ, over here.
I mean, went deep dive in every one of the things we've said. I'm like, what the shit are you doing right now?
We got a podcast to fill. We're not doing shit next week. We're taking it off. So we had to do 2 episodes in one.
Yeah, we got to give the people what they want, So
no more half-ass episodes. Episode 100, TJ. We can't just half-ass this one. We had to deep dive it. over
Well,
here.
it was a curveball. I wasn't expecting. I would have drank the coffee tonight.
We got to give ourselves a pat on the back for that, though. We had 100 episodes, guys. I
And
never thought we would have done it. I thought we would have been done in. I thought episode 7 was the limit.
You thought 7 was it?
That's when we were on episode 0. I was like, yeah, we'll do this for like 2.5 months, something like that, until we're just like
2.5 weeks.
Then it'll just become one of those things where it's like, hey guys, I'm probably not going to make it on tonight, and then it's like, I've made up excuses like the past 4 weeks. I'm just not going to do it anymore. And it just became way more than that, though. Right off the start, we were like way more invested and had way much more response than we ever could have thought early on.
The community that supported us early, I did not expect that. Like you're saying, the response that we got, I think that's really what kind of kept us around each week, and it still does, honestly.
I was gonna say, I think we still enjoy it just as much. We get a couple comments on the YouTube videos. It's just as big as the first comment we ever got. We
still send it.
Interacting.
Oh, did you see what they said? Yep.
As long as a couple of you guys are still enjoying it, that's the biggest thing. As long as it's not going to no one. It's like we've always said, I think since the beginning is, if no one's watching, we'll still do this. We'll just turn the cameras off. We'll still be doing this pretty much.
Well, we still use the chat too, because even this week I was talking about ordinals. I was talking about monochromes this week in our chat. I didn't even bring it up in our Discord. I just brought it up to
that went 180 real fast. That went from shooting off fireworks to lighting candles in the morning.
Exactly. Son of a bitch, should have held that longer.
Like, fuck yeah, you guys see? Oh wait, damn.
Yeah, I could have made $1,000 out of 500. Shit.
See, greedy bitches, dude. Yeah. But that's the beauty of doing this, man. We get a chance to document it. We get a chance to have some fun. Does this button work anymore? I'm just curious. Do you guys hear that?
No.
Nice. It did work, yeah.
All right, dope. All right. I like recording over here. I haven't hit that button in a minute. I was dialing back through some old shit of ours. But yeah, man, that'll kind of wrap us up over here on the back end for 2023. 100 episodes in. Hey, look at us. We don't even have post-production credits anymore.
I'll mix one of those in. I'll put one in for us. I think we did that last year too, actually.
A little.
Yeah.